Happy Tuesday, 26th. I'm looking for my belt. How'd I lose my belt? 26th of September. I already did, kind of went over my October budget with myself. I'll be filming that, maybe tomorrow or the next day. It's just preliminary. It's not set in stone because I still don't know what all's going on in October. I have to double check my... I'm really looking for my belt. I need my belt with these pants. I really need to double check what I've got going on for October. Check with my calendar. All that stuff. Ooh. But some good news. Okay, so I've been dairy-free, gluten-free, going on, I think 2 months, more or less 2 months. I found out about my gluten and dairy casein protein allergy, or whatever you call it. I found out about that in mid-July. So that's where I started. I was gonna go keto, but going keto and dairy-free, it's a lot. It's a lot. So I figured that if I just focused on getting myself dairy-free, getting myself gluten-free. Sorry, I'm trying to clear off my bed because I still haven't made my bed. I've been sleeping on and in blankets instead of putting sheets on my bed because I've always got something else to do whenever I get home. So what I'm doing is completely clearing off my bed so that when I get home there is zero room for any excuse not to just put the stinking sheets on already. They've been clean for weeks. Anyway. So dairy-free for going on about 2 months. Yeah, I had those slip-ups with the hot dogs. I'm sure you guys remember that. Or if not, you can go back and look. I think that was about 2 weeks ago, maybe, that I realized dairy does give me brain fog. So it was good to have an actual symptom because, as weird as this sounds, unless there's an actual definable... Oh, I found... There's my belt. It was under my bathrobe. Unless I have a very measurable, definable reaction or symptom, my brain doesn't do change. Like, I need reward or punishment. It's kind of weird, but that's just how I work. So knowing that dairy causes brain fog, it's pretty important for me to be able to maintain my dairy-free... I should just be able to go dairy-free, but no, that's not how my brain works. I wish it were so simple. That would be nice, because how many things I could change in my life. Although I have to say, the ADD meds have totally helped me to maintain focus so that I could get those, what was it? I think I was about 3 weeks in. 2 weeks of really good, really good staying on task with dairy-free and gluten-free, excuse me, before I had my slip-up. So that I had enough out of my system that I could notice the change, if that makes sense. So I'm really glad that I have my ADD meds for helping me do that. Belt. That's why I initially came in here. And from being able to see that there is an actual repercussion to having dairy, I've been able to maintain dairy free much better because that's how it rolls. Alright, I'm gonna set you guys up. Gotta put my belt on. So I weighed myself today, just kind of for poops and giggles, and I now weigh 175-ish pounds. My floor up here, this is an old barn that was built as a barn, got turned into a building. My aunt has her art studio downstairs, and they built an apartment up here, upstairs, for my dad to live in, because he was helping them a lot on the farm, and he's kind of like a homeless hobo type guy. He's kind of drifted through his life a lot. But, so my aunt and uncle built a place for him to stay so that he wasn't in their house. Because who wants their little brother to be living in their marriage? So anyway, so that's where I'm at now. 175 pounds. I had to move the scale around a bunch of times. That's why I was talking about the building, because the floor is uneven, because, can you hear it? Everywhere you go, there's a high spot or a low spot. One foot's always higher than the other. My ADD meds are just starting to kick in. It's kind of like a weird point in my body, because I have more energy, but don't quite have the focus yet. So, more laundry. Last of the laundry. I'm gonna grab another clothes horse. 175 pounds after I moved the scale around to a couple different places. And when I started in July, I was like 195, 200 pounds. So 175, that's like, in basically 2 months, 2.5 months maybe, maximum, I've lost a solid 20 pounds. So that's pretty awesome as a added side effect, added bonus type thing. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. And then I think what I'm gonna do, there's like a waspy thing flying around in here. Oh crud, there's like a lot of them. They're all searching for food because it's tuck your babies away so they survive winter time. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set this down, hang up my clothes. I think what I'm gonna do is stay good on this diet. I've got October and November and December, and I think I will start saving money up. I'm still here. So that I can buy myself an allergy test, because they have these allergy tests that happen. I'll move this out of the way. That you can do to find more allergens. So I think that for the next 3 months, I will just focus on the dairy and the gluten. See where I can get. And then, since I feel so positive about the outcome that I've had just from cutting these 2 items out of my diet, I think that in 3 months, it'll be kind of second nature to me by then. And then I can really, really focus, or I can add more things to cut out. So that's why then I can go and take more allergen tests and see what else I may need to cut out of my diet to make myself the optimal human. The goal is to not rely on ADD meds. They're a tool for me. They've been amazing, life-altering. I've been so much more focused. I'm like watching these meat-eating bees. So much more focused in at work. I'm getting all of my work done in like 3/4 to half the time that it would have taken me just 3 months ago, 4 months ago is when school was in session, and I was barely able, most of the times not able, to finish my jobs because I didn't have focus and I didn't have the energy to do all of the moving around stuff that I needed to do my job. Like the thing that helps me pay my rent, the thing that helps me, buy the food that I need to survive. And I wasn't able to do that very well because I was not eating the right stuff. So anyway, 20 pounds in about 2 months. I haven't really added much exercise. I only walked those couple times. Really need to get back on that. I really want to get back on that, not need, but and getting into the gym and start doing some weightlifting. Right now I'm in a size 12 jeans, which is not terrible for me. That's pretty good. I'm solidly in a size 12. And just this summer I was in between size 12 and size 14. So I'm solidly down a pant size basically. I'm getting more stuff done. Feeling better about life in general. And I think that adding in some weight training and then adding in more cardio will help me feel better inside of myself. It's not about how I look for me, it's about how I feel inside of my body. And one of the things with the ADD, ADHD is you have to move. Like, there's kind of like this weird balance, like in a video game where you've got your life, and then you've got your energy, and sometimes you need to rest to get your energy, or you need to get some healing so you get more life. Like ADD and ADHD, we've got this energy that we need to burn off in order to be able to focus on mission. And then we've got life is all the rest and things that fuel that we need to take into our bodies. So you have to burn off energy so that your brain works better on the other things that you need to do. You also need to take in good nutrition in order for your brain to do the things that you need to do, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like there's like a sweet spot in the middle where you need to maintain, and you really do need to be moving your body because it releases hormones, endorphins, and things like that help your brain. But you also need to make sure you're eating all the nutrient because our brains function on a different level, and it takes less miscare or mismanagement of our nutrition to really throw us for a loop. So that's always fun. Getting myself ready to go to work. What do I need? I think I've got everything that I need to go to work. So I just figured I'd give an update. Been doing another 2 weeks, pretty solid, good on the dairy-free, gluten-free. I've got an appointment this week to talk to my meds doctor. Last time we talked, he said, well, if the meds aren't working for you, why don't we get you new meds? And I said, I've actually not eaten very well, so I would rather, focus on eating good and then reassess the meds from there. So I think that what I'm going to do is probably maybe even reduce the amount of meds that I'm taking right now. See if that helps, like reduce by half a pill once a day, like in the evenings. And see if that helps. 1, helps me get to sleep earlier. And 2, if it's still enough to maintain my focus. So that's the goal. Tonight. So I'll let you guys know. Talk to you later. Have a great Tuesday. See you guys on Wednesday for October's budget. Hopefully, at least by Friday. No promises. Bye.